Hello guys, Mike here, Dezaras Prime, with an update video, because I've been talking to a friend recently, a new Justice Realm member on the US side, uh, Calvin Panuto, I think I'm pronouncing that right. He in DCUO goes by the name Ground Zero and Dark Angel, and another one that I can't remember at the minute, Biohunter I think. One thing he suggested to me was an upload schedule, which is something that I can't really adhere to because a lot of stuff goes into making my videos. And it's too hard to just do the to say, right, I'm going to do one every 2 weeks, because I probably won't be able to stick to it. Having said that, I have realised that between episodes I probably don't do that much, so I'm looking to remedy that situation, because yeah, I'm pretty quiet between episode launches and stuff. Oh fuck, I keep that. Yep, collect Egyptian, thank you very much. And I don't really do much other than upload a video and then maybe do a video log every now and then. And I haven't done a video log for any of the episodes since this year, because I decided I'll do them at the end, because my upload schedule, I want to get as much content out as possible, and that stuff isn't that necessary. Having said that, I do feel that I need to do more in between episodes, and there's one thing I suck at, it's promoting myself. I have self-esteem issues and, you know, all that crap. And I don't think of myself as, you know, worthy of promotion. But I am, you know, trying to promote myself more. I've edited my Twitter account from Dark Saviour 83. It is now Dark Saviour DCUO. And that will focus more on my DCUO stuff. It's not, I barely used it, so it's not so much a personal Twitter account now. It is going to be more related to this. And there are I've also got a Facebook page, which I will link in the description. I've never thought of myself as good enough to have a fan page, however I thought maybe I can promote my work a bit more through it. It's not so much a fan page for me, more for the product I put out. I'm thinking of, as a perk of the fan page, to have a certain exclusives to the group, certain videos, not episodes. I'm not going to deny my regular audience the episodes that I put out, but certain like behind the scenes stuff, because I'm moving away from the video logs, so you won't see my face anymore, but I will still do something that, you know, highlights the episodes and stuff and goes into detail about what went on behind the scenes and stuff like that. And I've got a few ideas for a few little like featurette type things, little documentary type stuff. Because one thing about me, when I buy DVDs and Blu-rays, I tend to go for the special edition versions. I like seeing how things are made. As a filmmaker myself, albeit amateur, I do take an interest in how things are made and what inspired those things to be made. And I kind of like doing the same thing myself. So I'm probably gonna jump on the bandwagon a bit there and do some more of that. See that? We've got Desgirl, Dezaras, and who's she? That isn't Desgirl. You'll find out. And there's the Steel Saviour. I mean, the Steel Saviour is on a different server, but I just dressed up one of my Dezaras alts as the Steel Saviour on this side. This is on the EU server. And there's a Steel Saviour again with the Dark Saviour, and that is Bollocks too. That is my son's character. In another universe, he takes up the mantle of Bollocks. I will be, it'll already be done by the time this video goes live, but I will be uploading, making public the first episode of Saviour and Son, because one thing I wanted to keep Saviour and Son unlisted until an appropriate time. See, that's this Dezarax's armory build. I'm veering off topic a little bit. That's this Dezarax's statuary build, sorry. It's the Saviour from Taylor and Taylor. So if you look, you've got your Dark Saviour, and then across the way you've got the Steel Saviour, and then you've got the Saviour from Taylor and Taylor. So we've got 3 different versions of Dezarax in this hull in appearance. See, there's the Steel Saviour. There's certain information pertaining to Bollocks, Adam, the Bollocks in Dark Saviour, that I Alright, I don't know what's good. Who's that guy? Oh, that's Bollocks. Yeah, sorry. I'm going off topic. The statues have changed since I was last here. I wanted to keep certain things about Bollocks' lineage and his origin kept away until it was time to reveal it. But because I'm going to explain that more in season 4, you know, where he comes from and does he have a motorcycle and all that stuff. But I realised that in keeping Saviour and Son unlisted wasn't really doing much favours, considering in Taylor and Taylor we learn the name of Adam's dad, and that Adam's dad is a mage. So I figured to myself, why keep Saviour and Son unlisted? Why not let the public see it? Because we're only going to get to that stuff anyway, and I've already started explaining Bollocks' origin in other versions of the Dezarax multiverse. So Saviour and Son will be going public, and it's just a little thing. You find out that his dad's a mage again, maybe a little bit more. I mean, in the first Taylor and Taylor episode you found out that his dad's name was Mordecai White. So there's little things that, yeah, on the surface they add up in the end, and then in season 4 it will be elaborated on more. I haven't wrote that much that gives away too much of Bollocks' history. In one Earth we find out about his dad, in another Earth we find out about his mum. Next season we'll actually meet his dad, and yeah, I've kind of got Dad trying to break open these bottles with a Kryptonian laser with science. I don't think I've shown the League Hall in great detail, have I? I might as well show it now because it's coming in Dark Saviour. The Sanctum is coming. There's no League Hall on the US side yet, still working towards that. But you know, I figured why not just make it public, let everyone see it, because it's been well received by the people that have seen it. Like, it's Figment's second favourite series, even though there's only 1 episode, but it's Figment's second favourite show, just behind Cougar Man. Yeah, Dark Saviour, the thing that started it all, is third. I'm cool with it, you know. I'm also cool with this. This is my Octagon. This is the if there's training dummies around, I figured I'd go a bit MMA. So yeah, Octagon to be used for training purposes and stuff. I do want to focus more on the rest of the DCUO cinematic multiverse, because as much as it is me and my characters, it isn't just me and my characters. There's the Figment, there's Nightwings Beyond, there's Quincy Stewart, who's just released his latest episode of Hope's Revival that I've just got watching, and I enjoyed it. I was part of that. I was the mercenary in some parts. I think I was combat scenes. I think he got someone else to do the non-combat scenes. And I've kind of lost what I was doing. Yeah, Quincy Stewart's part of it. Nightwings Beyond, the Figment. Kenny with his Shadow Knight series, if he ever gets it started. And I've gone the wrong way. I always go the wrong way in this place. there's a few of us doing it, and I'd like to think Sound in Reverse is a part of that as well, because he's inspired a lot of the stuff that I've done. Uh, so I do want to showcase stuff around them. Maybe, if I can, interview them. Be a bit hard with Nightwing's Beyond because he's PC, but I'm sure there's a way we can work around it. And just, showcase more of these guys. Because, they put a lot of stuff into this as well. And it is becoming this, good little thing that we've got going on. And, we don't get much recognition or praise or anything like that, but we have each other. And I think that's what's important. And I think what I'll do is I'll start with a video explaining the DCUO cinematic multiverse in greater detail. I kind of got the idea by that from a guy on YouTube called Comics Explained, and what I want to do, pardon the pun, is just, highlight this stuff more and showcase everybody. I mean, if I'm going to go this whole promotion thing, I'm not just going to promote myself, because that isn't fair on the other people that do the work as well. They put in a lot of hard work and they put out some great content. But one thing I also do want to do is, there are different versions of Dezaras in other people's series. Like, the Figment has the Steel Saviour Dezaras in his. He shares a world with the Steel Saviour. So that one requires a little less explanation. But the Green Lantern Dezaras that's shown up in Nightwing's Beyond recently, we don't know much about him. Now, there will be an episode coming of that shows his origin. However, I do want to explain a bit more, off camera, behind the scenes sort of thing, about that character, why he was created, and basically I created him to want to play light. But he was never a version of this Dezaras, the fired Dark Saviour Dezaras, who suddenly became a Green Lantern. He was always a multiversal. So this multiverse thing, this parallel Earth stuff that I've been doing, was always rooted, even though I never thought I'd do anything like this when I first started doing the series. So, where's he gone? Fucking Reaper. And then there'll be another version of Dezaras that will show up in Hope's Revival that I've already recorded some stuff for, and I've got some dialogue to record, and then I need to send Quincy that footage. That's a little interesting twist on the Dezaras character that I'm not going to say about. And there are also a few other things that I want to do as well that I've been toying with a lot recently that I really want to do. Because there's one thing about Dezaras is, with all the multiversal versions of Dezaras, there are a lot of suits. The Dark Saviour has this traditional look. Well, I'll say traditional. It's traditional, like, it's the typical Dark Saviour look. But then, as you saw, we've got the Steel Saviour, who wears a different armour. We've got the Taylor and Taylor Saviour, who wears a different suit. As you'll see, we've got the Saviour and Son Dezaras, who wears a different suit. The Green Lantern, obviously. And even the Dark Saviour's had different suits. He'll wear a different suit in the next episode. He, because he spoke to Dad about building a suit that could handle stun shock. So he'll be wearing a quote-unquote Stunbuster armour. That kind of, it's a bit like my Dark Knight Returns Dezaras suit in a way. Heavily armoured, but still very much a Dezaras costume. And, the one he wore in Reluctant Alliance when he took on the Omax for Flow Girl. All these different costumes that I want to talk about. And, not just the styles of... technical issues? Are they going to stop now? Can I carry on? Okay, looks like we're good. As I was saying, I don't just want to talk about the styles and the pieces needed for them, but I also want to talk about the in-story functionality of the suit. Well, we know Dezaras is armoured, we know his hood has a slimline helmet, but you know, there's more to that helmet than I've let on. And you know, why weren't his shoulders protected in season 1 and stuff like that? And fuck off, Reaper. Shut up. And then the Steel Saviour outfit, I want to talk about that, and basically all the different costumes. And so that will be working title Suits and Saviours. I think I'm going to stick with that title actually because I like it. There's another one I plan on doing, Sets and Saviours. Yes, I said sets, as in, you know, scenery and stuff. Get back here. Stop running away. Sets and Saviours will be about, piss off, the when you can run, the set designs. Because one thing that me and Figment both do is we treat our bases like sets, like little studios. Quick example, like the I think I went into this in my State of the Saviour. The ground level of my main base was recently designed to look like Mordecai White's residence, yet from Taylor & Taylor, yet the Taylor & Taylor office was upstairs. So there you have two different sets in one location. But there's also, like, the rest of Dezaras' home is actually in a different base. And as you saw earlier, we came out of the Pentacle Bar, which is this Dezaras' base. And then there's the bases on the Steel Saviour side. Like the at the moment, Dezaras' base is set up to for Saviour and Son. It's got a little child's playroom and stuff like that. Bradley's little room. I mean, Saviour and Son is something I hold close to my heart because it's not just a fictional character and his fictional son. It's me and my son. So there's that. And I also want to talk about, you know, the characters, because I touch them on them briefly in the stories and stuff, but I'm mainly talking about the stories and what went into making the episodes when I did my old vlogs. But I do want to do, you know, explain about Dezaras and explain about Dad Taylor and Burn Unit and, you know, Cougar Man. And I probably will do Suits episodes for the supporting cast as well. It's just coming up with a name for them ones, because, you know, Suits and Cougars doesn't really sound as good. Do one. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff that I want to do just to promote myself, promote the other guys that do this work, because they all do a fantastic job and they're all worthy of some recognition. I can't give them a lot of recognition, but I will give them what I can, because I'm a jolly nice guy. And I think that pretty much covers it. You little bitch. You would show up then, wouldn't you? Well, you're not showing up now, are you? I've got the volume turned down here because my mic volume seems to be a bit low when I'm recording. Burn, boys. There. Got a trophy for that. Yay. Now let's get back to Dr. Womany Womany. I don't know what she's called. And then I'm going to wrap this video up, I think, because I don't need to do. I'll go to my journal. And then I did that for some reason. Yep. Wicked awesome. Thank you very much. Now what? Complete a headquarters assault. Yeah, fine, whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. And I will probably make notes before I do my next one, because this was a bit disjointed, a bit disorganised in places. Sometimes I talk and then I go off topic and then I'll forget where I am, because I'm useless like that sometimes. But I will, I'll be more professional about the rest of the stuff coming. I mean, obviously I'm not going to write a script for the behind the scenes stuff unless I really want to. But yeah, that's all to come. In terms of my upload schedule, yeah, I've added a few things. I've uploaded a few things that weren't part of the hype trailer. The hype trailer focused on the search for the Saviour, Dark Saviour, Cougar Man, Steel Saviour, and the Green Lantern Dezaras story, Green for Salvation. I've also added an episode of Taylor and Taylor, an episode of Saviour and Son, and an episode of Street Saviours. So, a lot of stuff that's been added to that. However, I will still get that stuff out this year. I have almost wrapped on editing Steel Saviour 2. I will probably, as a Facebook perk, if you like the page, upload that. We'll make it public immediately after the season finale of Dark Saviour. The rest will have to wait until the week after. But yeah, that's all coming first, and I think priorities should be on the stuff I've advertised. Because, yeah, Street Saviours, cool little concept I've got. Taylor and Taylor, well received. Again, people want to see more. Saviour and Son, people want to see more. But they're not what I advertised for this year. I didn't think I'd get them out this year, so I will focus on what I've advertised for this year and get that out this year, and then hopefully wrap the rest of that stuff up. Because Taylor and Taylor, there's 2 more parts left. There's 4 more parts of Street Saviours, although I've only got the 5 episodes planned. Don't plan any more after that, so I might be able to stretch that out a bit more. That doesn't have to be done this year. But Taylor and Taylor, I'd rather it was, because I've got a schedule for Taylor and Taylor going forward. This year's a bit all over the place because it was an impulse. I didn't plan on getting it done. So yeah, next year it will be more fluid in its upload schedule. Still no schedule though. When it's done, it's done. But yeah, that is about all I've got. Thank you for bearing with me, because I have been rambling and talking bollocks, not the sidekick, for quite a while. You shall see me next time.